It's time to focus on yourself. It's time to focus on your dreams, your goals, your aspirations, everything that you want in your life. It's time to focus on you. And this is the key in building confidence. If you're always focused on you, and I know that sounds really selfish and self-centered, and it's not supposed to be, you'll have so much more to give to everybody else. You'll also be able to see when others are in need, when they're suffering, and you're going to start to see and suffering by their own hand. You're going to start to see how people sacrifice, giving themselves just basic levels of self-care. It took me many years to understand different levels and different layers of what self-care, where it's beyond the obvious grooming, hygiene, maintenance of the body. There's other layers and levels to making sure that your needs are met or that you're even just checking in with yourself in a really proper way to know where you're at. And it's not always fun. And sometimes we tend to not want to see things. We don't want to deal with things and we push them down, we push them away, and we distract ourselves until it bottles up and it explodes in front of us and everyone else. And we have nothing but to handle what's in front of us. Like we have no other choice because we've dismissed it for so long. So the more that we can focus on ourselves, the more that we can pay attention to our needs, the more that we can give ourselves just the littlest things. And it's not much. It's a few minutes of silence. It's making sure that we're moving our body in a way that feels good to be fit. We're putting good things in our bodies, in our minds. We're listening to good things. We're making sure that we're saying good things to ourselves and we're nurturing ourselves. We're telling ourselves the positives more than the negatives, and that we're tuning to how we want to continue moving forward and what visions we have for our lives, knowing that we can make most of our dreams possible. Maybe not everything. Maybe as we get closer to things, we realize we don't want them as much as we thought we did, but we at least made the effort to go in that direction, to experience it and see for ourselves. And what I've noticed is that as someone who is like a perpetual people pleaser, was kind of groomed that way, and this martyrdom that tends to happen in life in certain circles, in certain religious groups where that becomes a virtue, it really isn't. For you to be last, for you to like not, to sacrifice and sacrifice and sacrifice so that others can have, doesn't put you in a good place. And over time, you start to feel resentful and angry and frustrated. And so if we don't put a priority on ourselves and we always kind of pivot to someone else, or we put some priority on ourselves because that's just how we survive, we have to put some priority, but we don't make it really a real priority. It's just something that we do. And we feel like we're tending to other people. We're missing the experience of life. And the more we actually tend to ourselves, ironically, the more we will be more compassionate, more understanding, and more giving, and we'll have more to give. And then we'll also be able to receive more. It actually opens us up because we're allowing all of the abundance of life, because we're allowing ourselves to even just taste a little bit of it, to experience a little bit of it, to know that it's a possibility in life and be able to explore and enjoy that. So let me give you an example. Focusing on yourself, your education, focusing on how you want to experience life. You may have really big dreams, really big goals, really big ideas, and you may not be able to hit them immediately, but you could work your way up towards having those visions come to real life. And over time, quickly even, they will come to pass. And you have to believe. You have to believe that that is possible for you. And the way that you can do that is focusing on you and how you can prepare yourself for getting ready for these next new experiences in your life that you want to have, and just know that they will be coming. I saw a quote about sailors who, when they're at the dock, when they're on land, they're still preparing and making the nets and sharpening the tools, and they're making their way through all of their materials to make sure that they're set and ready to go as soon as the waters in the ocean are best for sailing and fishing. So even if the tide is still out and we're not moving through in the way that we wanted to at the moment, because everything is an ebb and flow and changes, we're always preparing ourselves, focusing on ourselves, making sure that we're taking care of the needs and also nurturing the visions of the future that we want to have. So let's say you want to go and move to another country. And that feels like a really big task to do, but you could probably do it in, let's say, a year and a half. In the process of while you're getting all of the paperwork together, you're probably going to start learning the language. You're going to start understanding the culture and the customs. You may even want to go and eat at restaurants that have that same type of cuisine of that country. You may look at things that are more in alignment with that. And before you know it, you're getting engulfed and enveloped into this idea, and you're making that more and more a reality. And soon you're closing the gap on what was a dream to what is happening. But you're also focusing on yourself and how you prepare yourself to making that happen. It could also just be that you're wanting to have a healthier life. You want to have projects that you want to get done. You want to have certain milestones in your life that you want to reach. How are you preparing on a consistent basis to have that happen? And how can you help other people around you? And you help other people around you by you being consistent, by you being disciplined, by you showing up every day and doing the things that you love. You naturally inspire others to do the same without doing anything more than you showing up fully to your life. You'd be amazed how many people will take notice. I promise you. It's happened to me, and it's always kind of amazing because I don't ever expect it because I'm just focused on me. So focus on yourself. It's the key to confidence. It's the key to everything. It's the key to your life and how you're preparing yourself and grooming yourself, nurturing yourself, caring for yourself, getting ready for the moments in life and then stepping into them because you already have seen yourself in them, in those visions, and you're bringing your desires and your dreams and your wants into a reality because you have been focusing on you. And those that you want to attract in your life will be attracted to you because you're magnetizing yourself to them, and the like attracts like. So if you're trying to level up, this is the call to level up and focus on yourself and draw in whatever it is that you want to draw in, like a superstar, like a shining star that you are. And so just know that all those desires and those wants and the things that you have, the vision that you have of yourself is your higher self, is that real version of you. And you're just getting to show that off more and more and stepping more and more into that every single day and expanding that. And if you're already there, there's just more to show. There's more to show up. There's more of you to shine every single day. And we just keep exponentially growing and growing into this beautiful human experience of life that we can all look back on and be really happy and proud of. So focus on yourself, focus on how you prepare for your next phases, how you can embody and embrace the energy of confidence and how you are ready to step into your new life every single day and take really intentional actions every day in building and crafting and just the sweetest, most subtlest moments to make today just maybe a little bit more distinct or a little bit different or a little bit special or just something that makes it feel that you've been satisfied with your life. It's yours to play with. It's yours to design. It is always up to you. And just keep focusing on you, and the world around you, your life around you will start to unfold naturally. And you'll see a shift and a difference, I promise. Thank you all for being here. I love you all. I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.